If you've ever had this feeling that something was terribly wrong with the world that we live in, but you couldn't figure out just what it was, then you've come to the right place. Secret societies, mystery religions, and the Illuminati have been controlling our reality since the beginning of time. But not anymore, because there is an awakening happening, and you are about to become a part of it. Wake up, because this is a call for an uprising.
When you want somebody gone and you don't want to wait too long, call the immediate murder professionals. Kids die for free.
Well, Christ on a stick, I guess there is a God. With this company, I really wanted to prove that we're capable of doing the same things anyone else can.
Little Eddie, please contact us at full!
You're welcome!
This is a call for an uprising. Welcome to today's show. Well, there is garbage, there is trash, and then there is whatever you want to call this new cartoon called Helluvaboss, which happens to be trending #1 on YouTube. Now, pretty interesting, right? Since we know this huge crackdown is coming on YouTube, which apparently is geared towards protecting kids and having more mature content on YouTube, this is what they're saying right now. But really, between the fine lines of all that stuff, what YouTube is saying that is they have the right to delete your channel without reason, without probable cause, if they just deem that it's not friendly to them or they don't like it for whatever reason. But this they'll put trending #1, where you'll hear the F word about 5,000 times. Tons of sexual innuendos, disgusting stuff. It is unbelievable what is going on in this world. Yet we have so many morons around us who think that we're just crazy Christian people making it up as they continue to indoctrinate everyone. Now, I'm going to show you some clips from it, but it's hard to show you any because it's just so disturbing. But let's just start with #1. Whatever these things are, right? They're a murder for hire business. So they're, oh, you pay us and we'll kill somebody. And then, of course, they joke about killing kids for free, right? And they get in all types of blasphemy. The kid, of course, is wearing a Saturn shirt. I mean, look at all this satanic symbolism, just that in its own, right? You know the people who made this are clearly occultists. All these people, all right? You're not trending #1 on YouTube if you're not. But look, this is all the symbology, that we see every day that I show you in these music videos. For starters, of course, you have the black and white horns, right? They all have horns like the Baphomet. The one thing even has the Baphomet on its forehead where its third eye is supposed to be, right? I mean, you can't make this stuff up. You can't. The pentagrams, right? Everywhere. The upside down pentagrams. But then the Church of Satan, the Satanic Temple will come out and tell you that they don't believe in Satan. They don't worship him. The same, what a coincidence, right? I guess that you guys are all just adopting the same symbols and but it doesn't mean anything. Of course it doesn't. Because people like me, we're just crazy people, right? Your crescent moon you get on the side of this animal's, whatever you want to call it. You get 666 news, right? Pentagram with the bottles of liquor in it. I mean, this world is falling so fast, I can't even keep up anymore. You can even see the Satanic Temple's logos, like on the calendar, the upside down pentagram. Then, of course, one of the characters talks about having, sexual relations with another man. I mean, how is this stuff? You talk about the censorship on here. How is stuff? People are okay with this kind of stuff? Are they deliberately putting this here because of the censorship that's coming and they want, the COPA or whatever their names are to bring down the FTC, bring down more censorship on everybody? Right? They have the cell phones with the upside down cross on them. Right. And if you go through the terms of service of YouTube, it specifically says that you're not allowed to take shots at or mock other religions, other groups, including LGBT. But why is it the only thing that's on here that's allowed to be mocked is Christianity? Because that's really what this is doing. They're mocking God. They get a joke in about Jesus. What else is new? You have upside down crosses. You have all the occult symbolism being pushed down everybody's throat. Yet that's funny. That's haha. Look at the comment section. If you want to lose the will to continue on in this world, some of the comments in the comment section, I mean, I'm just putting them up. I can't even read some of them. They're so just the sick generation, this sick society we live in, right? Everything's a joke. These people don't realize what's going to happen to them when the trumpets sound. If they don't find salvation, they think that this is a giant joke. They're like, oh, look, they're talking about the characters like they're real, like they're cool. Oh man. kids die for free. Ha ha. How funny, right? You have people cracking jokes about killing kids in the comment section. I mean, this is just all occult indoctrination, right? Now, then, of course, what is the one thing that they, always are doing? Going up to the abortion clinics and doing all that stuff. But then they go, oh, but it's about a woman's right to choose, never about the kid, because the children are the most important thing to them for their ritual sacrifices. That's why. So they get a big joke into this kid, and they desensitize people into even hating kids. Like, we have generations now that look at kids and roll their eyes because of what they're turning kids into. You have parents giving kids iPhones at 5 years old. Kids are completely, undisciplined, out of control. This is the world that we live in. Yet hell of a boss, where they curse at least 70 times. They say, and I'm not somebody who sits here and nitpicks on cursing much, because everybody can slip, but it's constant cursing and constant talking about private parts and sex and homosexuality and and I'm look, I'm not going to sit here and say I'm pro censorship, because I'm not pro censorship. But the point is, how hypocritical is this with everything that goes on here? That all this censorship stuff that they have and what's appropriate and what's not. This is on here. YouTube has put it #1 trending. It's monetized. They don't seem to have a problem. The message of it is murder for hire, that it's cool to kill. Ha ha, ha ha, but it's a cartoon, so we're not supposed to take it seriously, right? We're not supposed to think there's anything behind it. It's just a cartoon. This stuff that's on Adult Swim is now becoming normal, right? And the mom at the end, she's showing a sign at her, please help me find my missing child. And they peek their heads through hell, or whatever, through a portal. And they're laughing about it. We did you a favor and killed your kid. Can you believe this stuff? I'm at a loss for words. I really am. I really am. At this point, where people can't see this stuff, where people come over here and they criticize this channel and they criticize other people who talk about this stuff, and they say that we're all making it up, that we're seeing things. How do you not see the repetition of the signs? All right? You see clips in this cartoon. Money helps, Satan bless, right? The worship of money, the worship of drugs, the worship of alcohol, the worship of sex, right? All this stuff is mixed in here. They have alcohol bottles, on billboards with the pentagram through it. They're talking about syphilis and stuff like that. And it's mind-blowing that, first of all, that this would even be allowed on YouTube. But take that part out of it and say, if you're somebody who is completely against censorship, this doesn't even have an age restriction on it. It's #1 trending. I have videos. The video I put up with Colin Kaepernick has an age restriction on it because it says it's not appropriate for kids. Huh? I'm sorry, what's not appropriate about it? Me pointing out that Colin Kaepernick was arrested, or wasn't arrested, but a woman called the police on him, and then she was talking about Satan and all this stuff. Oh boy, that's really completely age-restricted type of stuff. There's nothing on here that I'm cursing up a storm or talking about sexual crap. But this kind of stuff, it gets past age restriction right off the bat, too. So shouldn't the same rules apply to everybody on here? And can YouTube explain why this would be trending #1? Why they would push this on people? Right? Because it's an indoctrination, that's why. They have Satan's, pictures of drawings of Satan with the smiley face. The smiley face they put the horns on. This world in 20 years from now, I don't think I'm going to be here, but if I am, I can't even fathom what it's going to be like. I can't fathom what it's like for people out there raising children in this climate. And I can't imagine what it's like to be a child in this climate, especially one who's waking up, because now you see this stuff going on around you and you see how dumbed down your friends are and your family is. And look at all these idiots on the internet who comment on they sit here under hell of a boss and they just, oh yeah, it's great. Oh, cracking jokes about killing kids and raping kids and stuff like that. Amazing what this world has come to. Absolutely amazing. When I saw this, I couldn't even, somebody sent me the trailer for this on my website last week, because there was a trailer and I was like, I don't even know what this crap is. I thought it was on Adult Swim. The whole episode is on YouTube, trending, promoted. And if you have if you're not highly offended by things, go watch it and tell me what you think. But I'm sure most of you would, because just to see it and say, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. But I wouldn't push anyone to watch this kind of stuff if you're just disgusted by vulgar language and perversion. But it's more proof to show people, look, and even all the characters are openly satanic, right? They're all openly admitting that they're Satanists and they're in hell. And look at all the symbols in there I point out. Of course, the black and white, right? The black and white symbolism, the Freemason symbolism, the Baphomet, the pentagrams, the moon, Saturn. All right, all these symbols I expose when artists, quote unquote artists, are using them in music videos, even though they're not artists. And people go, oh, you're crazy and you're making up. This is an occult cartoon and they're openly showing you, just like with Mr. Pickles, they're openly showing you these symbols and stuff because they're a part of the occult. Yeah, people out there look at it and they go, no, you're making this stuff up. It's really, really getting sick out there. I want to thank everybody out there who's a Patreon for this channel. Again, if you aren't one, please consider becoming one. The end of the month, the way things go on YouTube and what's coming next, it's hard for a lot of us here on YouTube. So if you consider it, that'd be great, greatly appreciated. And of course, please consider checking out the website, callforanuprising.com. A lot of my content's over there, and a lot more is going to be going over there. And it's a great community, so check it out if you haven't. I want to thank everybody for being here. Let me know what you think of this filthy rag cartoon in the comment section below. God bless all of you and your families.